Your Child X and everything. Going on, guys, it's X. We're back. It's been a minute, but had to make sure I get things settled IRL, personal life things. I apologize, but we're back and we're here to talk about Vanguard. We're here to talk about our Vanguard. So, I'd say right now, I think in terms of gameplay, Vanguard's probably a good spot. However, I think everyone can kind of agree that the current state of how production in Vanguard, more so like distribution and whatnot, is kind of messy. Like we can like call what it is, but let's be honest here. The amount of like functional promos that decks need to really work have gone insane. You've gotten so many promos that are just really necessary, and now we've also got issues with actual distribution, like sets aren't being released to places. Stuff just isn't coming in, etc. Like this is not just the United States thing. This is also primarily also in Europe, where a lot of that issue is also taking place. And the promo distribution is everyone, right? Even Japan has an issue, which is why we're here to really talk about one specific region in which Vanguard is being played or being distributed, and that is Korea. Now, if you didn't know, yes, Vanguard has a Korean, it's Korean. What was I trying to say? In case you didn't know, Vanguard has a Korean, side to the game, and is actually a pretty interesting thing. And what they're doing almost feels like, both like, yeah, this is the actual, like, main. But it feels like what they're doing in Korea should be the norm for the rest of the game. So let's actually talk about it. So here we are on the Korean Vanguard. The Korean Vanguard. Why is that showing up? I don't know why. But yeah, we're here on the Korean Vanguard. But yeah, we're here on the Korean Vanguard Twitter. Do not pay attention to that dog in the corner. I don't know what's going on. Man is on crack. But we're here, and we're kind of taking a look at all the stuff that's coming up with Vanguard. So we'll kind of talk about it and whatnot. So for those you don't know, Vanguard is not actually distributed in Korea by Bushiroad. They are actually distributed by a corporation called Daewon. I think it's Daewon Media. They do a lot of animation. They have their toes in like a bunch of different things involving animation, right? For example, they are also related to Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, and most notably Yu-Gi-Oh! As well for distribution in Korea, right? They also, especially they do, there's a whole section on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki about Korea for Daewon, and they pretty much use like the Western, the TCG structure for a lot of things, but they also like mix and match both products depending on like what could be a good thing. So they have this, they say they have Hidden Arsenal, which is a TCG thing. They have special things for sets going forward. So to say that they've distributed card games is obvious, but what is different for Vanguard is you take a look at all the stuff they're doing, and back at all the way like set 8, I think you can like go around here and set 8, and they show a whole bunch of new stuff, right? So for example, they've added the Crotajet Strike set into set 8. They've changed a lot of things, and there's also a thing of, well, if I can find it, yes, they've actually added in to the main set to be actual like promos from recent sets, right? For example, this card right here, which is very important for Fabernil, is in set 8, or set 8. Same with this card, which is even insane because this card was barely revealed not even 2 weeks before this set actually released. So it's insane that was already like in set. They also got Fabernil set 8, which we didn't get, and they also got the Jeweled promo from into set 8 as well. So they have all these cards. Actually, I don't think this was set 8 promo. I think this was actually this was a box topper, I think. Because I think if we go up to the actual opening, if we go up to the actual opening, we can see that it was actually a box topper promo in the set. So it came with all these as box toppers in the set. So that's already crazy. And I think there's something else I saw here, which is also another important thing. So yes, they have their own special set called Premium Collection. Right, they have their own Premium Collection set, which is all these cards are reprints in triple rare rarities. They have all the stuff. They had the promo for Graham Grace in there. They reprinted all these triggers. Like, look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you just see a bunch of kind of like multiple triggers reprinted in this set. Yeah, see old promos reprinted, old cards reprinted as well. There's a lot, right? They reprinted all the PGs and SPs. They reprinted pretty stable cards and SPs right now, etc. All this was in Premium Collection as just a reprint. They even reprinted the Lyrical Monsterio cards as well, right? But there's a lot of cards that they just are reprinted. They also have their own details of what comes out and whatever. So that's the thing. So that's a lot of things. So what really kind of makes me finally decide to do this video? Well, it's because about a couple days ago, it was recent, they announced this. So they've announced that weekly shop tournaments in April in Vanguard will come with a special participation card, which is, as you see, Elementary Sanctitude. If you don't know what this card is, which if you play Vanguard, I don't know how, but this is effectively the PG order meant to get around triple drive, the triple drive decks, and grade 4 decks like the original start decks, and and Jed and Messiah and whatnot. This card is a lot of money and is pretty much a staple for the game in standard. They get it, and we had to get it off the trial decks, right? Which, those trial decks are a hot mess, and they're pretty much out of print everywhere. So they're a lot. So we have to deal with, having to try and get those cards. So that's $20. They get not just the card just for showing up, they also get it in a full art SP, rarity. So a card Japan had to get as you go in, you buy your trial decks and everything, and we had to buy the trial decks outright, which then they got scalped to hell and back. They just get it for showing up at locals. Not just anything. This is a rarity that no other format of the game has. English doesn't have it. Japan doesn't have it. Thailand, I don't think, has even gotten close to this yet. And so it's this is a unique rarity that they get for free, just for showing up to locals. Just for showing up at locals, you get this for free. Let's look at the quotes, by the way. Let's kind of see how that goes. First, take notes. Always, Korean Vanguard is better. See, people in Japan, or people talking in Japanese are also whoa, what? I mean, this is a lot of Korean, excuse me, but you just see so many people just wait, what? Okay, that's funny. But it's kind of this. So you just see so many people just wait, what? This is insane. We're fighting for our lives for this card, and they get it for free of charge just for showing up. So that's what happened a couple days ago. Then they announced that the first special promo pack for Volume 1, presented to be a purchase. I'm assuming this is meant to be when you buy a set. How our the promo packs we're getting for set 8 and set 9 and 10. That's supposed to be you buy a promo, you get this. They're their first one and their first reveal, Yukina. Which, if you don't remember, Yukina is a card that, because it was during a Joe GP season and it was a very triple rare, that card pushed $50. And even now, it's still pretty pricey here in the West. So this is, in fact, crazy because this is now a Yukina, a pretty powerful generic for Lyrical Monasterio, basically as a box topper for the first ever, promo pack. It is kind of crazy. Like, also, let's take another look at the actual quotes on the video. Korea cannot stop winning. Global up your PR game. But do you not get it? Like, everyone's just asking. Right, I was there because they're like, and that's just legit. And so we kind of look back on it. We just have an interesting thing. It's like, why is this? I think that's kind of the biggest question. It's like, why is this the case? Why is it that Bushiroad has complete control of their game, and they can't even do things that a company that doesn't even have any stake in this completely does? Right? Like, this is also another thing. They're getting the other Graham Grace promo in set 8. This is actually being shoved into set 8. Right? In set 9, excuse me. And set 9 is already a pretty good set. So it's already like having more cards just shoved in for free. They have easier access to it. They have easier ways to get there. And Korea is smaller than Japan. At least, I think so. I don't really know. I have to check that out. But like, Korea is smaller than Japan, so they can get around just about everywhere. So you're telling me a country smaller than yours doesn't really have, that can definitely deal with your system, is going above and beyond for this. And I think that's kind of the biggest problem that people are having with Vanguard in terms of like every other region. It's like Korea is showing that it can do things that the real game can do. And it's insane. It's insane. It's cool, right? Also, this card, this is the reprint from the alt-art reprints. They're adding those there. Also, the promo for also the promo that has yet to be added from Multi Bushiroad, that's gonna be in here too. For what's it called, Avantgarda, that's gonna be in here. Etc. Like they show kind of like how boiling is for their stuff and whatnot. We obviously showed this. Yeah, there's a lot of like, it's honestly like partially jealousy. I'm not gonna lie, it's partially jealousy because you just see all this cool stuff they're getting, and you're like, yeah, no, this is how you should do it. You should put these cards in sets, and then maybe later down the line, you put them in a promo pack so that you just reprint them. This is actually this is how you should do it, and it's Korean Vanguard showing that this is the way. And then you do cool things like printing this basically the hell and back. This is going to be hell and back. Everyone who shows up will get one at least, and then you can sell off the rest, put them in other decks, and you don't really have that much issue. Like this card, I don't think, has this card dropped yet? I don't know. But the fact that it hasn't yet there. So it is very much just, yeah, you just kind of keep looking at this, and it's kind of sad because everything here is not just, it's pretty much just like Korea stays winning and Japan keeps being lousy, right? Even people who play the game in Japan are frustrated because they're seeing cool stuff like that. And that's kind of what it is. So so this is, again, not even Bushiroad doing this. This is Daewon Media, who is doing production and distribution of Vanguard in Korea. So I don't really know what to say, like what happens with the rest of the things. So I really think at the end of the day, I think it really is that like it feels bad as what is an English player, and I think we can tell that it also feels bad for some Japanese players that we're looking at Korea just go above and beyond for their region, while the game being distributed by the actual people who make it are slipping. They're hard slipping. and especially in a time where there's so many games about to come out, right? I've restated this multiple times. Battle Spirit Saga, you know, Grand Archive is going to start trying to make more pushes, right? We have the Dragon Ball Super TCG client coming out soon. We're going to have Digimon making another push. They made some rule changes that might be better for the game. You know, One Piece is still hype. Shadow vs. Evolve is a game that's coming out too. So it's like there's so many games that are coming out, and it seems like Vanguard just is not being held in a state. I also want to kind of put this up here, you know, to also put in consideration. Weiss Schwarz also announced that they got 4 of the most popular like Hololive like VTubers as ambassadors for Weiss Schwarz. And if you understand this, keep in mind that half of them have been in a multiple collabs with Cardfight Vanguard. So the fact that the 2 that are connected to Cardfight Vanguard are just got moved to Weiss Schwarz is kind of like, well, why are they Weiss Schwarz ambassadors? Why not also keep pushing Vanguard? Is there literally no one in Hololive that's touched Vanguard or wants to do Vanguard? You don't even have to do Hololive. V-Reverie is right there. You know what, go crazy. That's how you do it. It's just like, it feels like they're pushing everything but Vanguard, which is kind of crazy which is kind of insane. And it feels weird. And it feels like they're not putting a lot of effort into the game as us players should, for a game that has lasted for over 10 years. And to keep getting that hustle and keep getting that grind. And it feels like they've taken their foot off the gas in the worst time ever. But you know, I didn't want to make this a complaint. I wanted to just make this more so just kind of looking at what Korea is doing, and just, you know, kind of like give some praise. Like, yeah, no, this is actually cool stuff they're doing, stuff that is really good, right? Like, this is just a box of set 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 triple rares. 8 triple rares. And like 10 double rares. The box rates are even better, right? We get like 4 and 6. Then they get 8 in here. Plus, you know, special things for the Stride set. And 4 FRs. 4 FRs at least. And 3 box toppers. The rates are just good. I don't really know what to say, but I think that should also be the statement of, yeah, I think it's time to end the video. So, you know, thank you all for tuning in. If you want to talk more Vanguard or any TCG related content, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.